Hey guys, this is Jen from Head to Toe, and today I wanted to share with you my March favorites. So this month I've been trying a few things that I've really loved, so I'm kind of excited to share with you. A couple of things are ones that I have mentioned in hauls before, but I've finally sort of gotten enough time to use them, and so yeah, I'm really excited to tell you what I think about them now. So let me start off with some skincare things. So this one, I talked about this little scrubber in my Mitsuwa haul video, and it's just literally a little silicone pad. This side has the smaller little silicone, I don't know what you would call it, it's just little nubby things, and then this side has a little bit shorter, slightly more dense bumps. So what this is a basic skincare brush. I just put in my hand like this. I'll usually put the soap on my face first, and just so there's product on there, and a little bit on here as well, and then I just sort of scrub this gently into my face, and it gives a nice massage where it's not exfoliating obviously like the Clarisonic, but I feel like this does a much better job at cleansing your skin than just using your fingers, because especially here around like your nose area and any sort of like little crevices, I feel like it reaches all of the areas of your face a lot better. So I do recommend this. It's really inexpensive. I think no matter where you get it, it's under $5. I think it was maybe just a couple dollars actually, but I know you can find this online. I've seen it on like sasa.com. I think if you just sort of search for a silicone face cleansing pad kind of thing, it'll probably show up in search results. I really like it, plus it has a little suction thing on the other side, so if you want to stick this on your mirror, well, not my hand, but I usually just put mine next to the sink. Another skincare thing that I've talked about before that I've been really using a lot lately is the Badescu drying lotion. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in a few previous videos, obviously, because I love it, but this month it's really kind of been a necessity for me. I talked about last month how I switched birth controls, and actually the thing is I have decided to quit birth controls for a while just because I've been on them for so many years. I originally went on them for my skin because I was having really bad hormonal acne. The main thing is I just wanted to get my body back to ground zero, back to see what my skin was doing by itself. And so that's been an interesting ride. I don't know if you can tell, because sometimes the camera lies, but I am so broken out on my chin right now. Like it's actually really bad. I had to use a lot of concealer to do this video. But this Badescu drying lotion, I will say, is one of the only things that I have found that actually makes an overnight difference in my skin. So I highly recommend this. All you do is you take a Q-tip, dip it through the yellow stuff into the pink stuff, and then dot that on your face before you go to sleep at night. You look crazy when you wake up in the morning. You just wash it off, and usually I would say not all of it is better. Some of my medium-sized ones, or the ones that are a little bit deeper, actually get smaller. So I love this stuff and recommend it to everybody. So the next stuff I wanted to talk about is this Maybelline Mineral Power Concealer, and I originally talked about this sometime last year because I had bought it and then I returned it because I decided it was way too light for my skin. Well, I bought it again because CVS had that big clearance sale, and in the same color as before, which I didn't realize at first. But that's okay, because what I realized is I don't use this on my acne spots. However, it works really great for under eye circles. It is pretty light compared to my skin. I did a little dab there. But when you blend it out, it's not so bad. And I'm using that on my under eyes today, and I just think it is a really nice coverage, and it doesn't seem to seep into any fine lines down here as bad as most of the concealers that I've tried. It lasts all day, and it's really inexpensive. I wonder though if they discontinued this, but I know that Maybelline has a new Lumi Touch Concealer. So you guys tell me if you've tried that one, if you liked this one. Let me know if I should pick that up and try it, because now I'm intrigued by Maybelline. I haven't tried a ton of their stuff in the past, but the stuff I've tried lately has really been impressing me. So another thing I've been trying and using a lot of this month is actually the NYX HD High Definition Eyeshadow Base. Obviously, I'm always interested in seeing if there are other cheaper dupes of my favorite, you know, Urban Decay primer potion, and unfortunately this is not quite as good. I'm including it in my favorites just because it is the one I've been using the most this month. I will say this kind of reminds me of the Benefit Concealer Primer just because it has a lot of color to it. The colors aren't quite as vibrant and it doesn't last quite as long. But for a basic one that has concealer with it, I think it's not bad. I probably wouldn't buy this again though. But it's enough that I could use it, you know, on a consistent basis for the whole month and not think I've wasted my money or anything. But it's pretty good. It's just not my favorite. So if you are interested in this and are on a budget and you want something that helps conceal, then I think you should try this out. But if you're somebody who just likes a translucent kind of base for your eyeshadow, you won't like this. So the next item I wanted to talk about is this blusher that I've been using a lot this month. This is an Elisha Koi brand. Elisha Koi in particular, they're really big about natural beauty and ingredients. The color is number 2 Sweet Orange. I don't actually use this as just a blush because I find that it's really quite pale for my skin. I don't know if you can see that too well. It's right here. It has a little bit of a pink iridescence. I'm about an NC 30, so if you're quite a bit paler than me, then I think this would be a really flattering blush. But otherwise, if you do have my kind of skin coloring, this is really, really pretty for that little bit of peachy pink iridescent shine on the top of another blush. If you have a matte blush and you just want to add a little bit of extra something to it, this is a really great option. The final thing I wanted to talk about are these Urban Decay Pocket Rocket lip glosses. I don't think I've talked about these before, but I've been such a huge fan of using this over the last month especially, and the two colors that I just they're kind of like go-to colors, like I really have been using them a lot, are this pink. This is like a hot pink with blue iridescence. This is called James. And then this one is called Colin, and it's a almost like orange-based red. So here are the two shades on my hand. This one is the hot pink. See how pretty it is? And then this is the red color, Colin. And the other one was James. But they're kind of pigmented enough to give a nice enhanced glossy look to your lips, but it won't cover the entire color of your lips. And I also wanted to show you this really hilarious part on each cap. There's a holographic element to it. When you tilt it, they're totally in their panties. Ha 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 ha. So that's a fun one to keep in your purse. I love them. I love how they feel in the hands. Like, I don't know, is that weird? They have a good hand feel. And of course the holographic thing is hilarious. The thing about these lip glosses that a lot of people might not like is they are definitely on the sticky side. Like, I have Colin on my lips right now, and you can wear this a little bit more opaque. I like wearing it a little bit more sheer and letting my natural color show through a little bit. But it's definitely more sticky, which also means it's a little bit longer lasting. And the other thing is the smell. Now, I think people are really torn about this smell. They either like it or they cannot stand it. I actually don't mind it. I don't like things that are too sickly sometimes, but this one is, it's supposed to be creme brulee scented. However, I find that it smells like cereal. You know, when you first open the cardboard box and you smell cereal, it's really exactly that scent. So if that's something that really, really turns you off, then you will hate these lip glosses. And if that's something that you don't mind, the slightly sweet breaded kind of cereal scent, then you might love these. I really like them. I find that the scent does not linger once you put it on your lips. It's really just when you're applying it. This also says on the back, rub me for your pheromone fix. So it must have some kind of like hidden pheromones in it, which are supposed to be those body chemicals that attract us to one another. I don't know if the pheromone thing is actually true, but I guess it doesn't hurt, right? To increase your sexiness a little bit. So I guess that is my final favorite of the month. Oh wait, there is one more. I wanted to talk about the Urban Decay 6-Pan palette. This is the Build Your Own palette, and I wanted to share with you guys that a couple months ago, I've had to keep this a secret for a long time and it's been really hard, but Urban Decay actually invited me out to their headquarters in January to build my own palette. And the thing is, like, they didn't tell us what we were going out there for, and it was like me and Candy Johnson, ex-Sparkage, Temptalia, and the beauty editor of Refinery 29, and myself. Like, I feel like, I don't even know. It was really cool. So I have a whole blog entry written out about my whole experience of going to their headquarters and being able to choose the colors of my palette, but let me just show this to you. This is a new product that Urban Decay has, and it has their brand new eyeshadow formula, which are really amazing quality, and I'm not just saying that because they gave me a free palette or anything. Like, it's not like I was paid to go on this trip. This, you know, part is not sponsored in any way. You guys know I love Urban Decay eyeshadows, and this is the same formula that is in their Anniversary palette and also the Naked 2 palette. So if you have either of those, you'll understand how creamy and buttery and satiny this formula is. But these are the colors that I chose, so these are all sold individually now. And there are, I believe, 68 different colors, and this is the one I put together. So if you actually go to the Urban Decay website and go to the page that has these eyeshadows, there's a section that says Blogger's Delight, and there's like literally a picture of me that shows all of my shades, and there's also a video that they recorded with this whole process along with all of the other bloggers as well, and why I chose my palette. So I really am excited to share this with you. I have been using this very a lot. Every monthly video I'm like, oh, I wish I could share with them this palette, and I can't, and I didn't want to use it for the videos because people would be like, oh, what eyeshadow are you wearing? And I had to be like, oh, nothing. So the shadows that I chose, this is Virgin, which is from the original Naked palette, and it's just a really pretty highlight shade. This one is Buck, which is also in the original Naked palette, which is my favorite matte medium brown eyeshadow ever, especially if I'm doing like a no makeup kind of look. This is just the perfect color on my skin tone and like most skin tones to just enhance your eyes without looking over the top. And then this shade, this one is Busted, which is a really pretty chocolatey brown satin color, and as you can see, right, it popped right out. Like, it was not difficult. The individual eyeshadows fit in these little containers. It just comes like this. So this is what the individual eyeshadow comes like. It has this sort of clear top, and then the shadow inside, and it has the name on the bottom. You just take this little round part and you push that in. Did you hear the little click? And then it just pops right out. It just kind of like pops right into here, just like that. Let me get to the other colors now that I went on a tangent. This one is X, and this is probably one of my new favorite shadows from Urban Decay ever. It's, I don't even have words. It's the most beautiful glowy melon pink color ever. This one is a very true bright pigmented purple called Psychedelic Sister. And then this is also a gorgeous color. This dark green is called Loaded. Let me just show this to you real quick. Oh, it's so pretty. So I wanted something that could give a little bit extra to your basic smoky eye. I'll probably have to do an eyeshadow look with this pretty soon just because I'm so obsessed with color and I haven't been able to share it with you guys until now. So I wanted to give you a closer up swatch of these. This is Virgin, Buck, Busted. This is X, Psychedelic Sister, and Loaded. See how pretty that green is? Ah, I die. And this, yeah, it's just like a mini naked palette here. And then my favorite purple and green and pop of a shimmery shadow that I use on the center of my eyelids. Oh! I forgot to mention one last favorite. Okay, so my nail polish, which you could see in the close-up, it's sort of like a translucent light blue with pink and blue glitter particles in it. This is a Revlon polish that I just picked up. It's called Revlon Whimsical, and I love that. Definitely my monthly favorite. So I guess that is the end of my monthly favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, then please subscribe up there and like and favorite the video down below. I'll have them all listed up on my blog. That'll be at FromHeadToToe.com, and if you have any questions for me, you can ask me on Twitter. That is twitter.com/FromHeadToToe. This is Jen and Cherry the Chihuahua, and we're both saying bye. See you guys soon. Bye.